or text. This day is so fucking depressing. It's cold and gray. And I guess I'm gonna sing about it. Sometimes I think about growing up. It was pretty tough, but nowhere near as tough as other people got it. It's important to recognize how lucky you are. It's also important to recognize how traumatized you've been. A lot of times people they don't recognize certain patterns. They don't recognize certain excuses. I'm not trying to let my parents off the hook, but I know that their generation was pretty fucked up. And every generation is progressively worse. Because they go along with things that are wrong. They're wrong for our well-being. They're wrong for morality. But if people don't believe in God, then who's the authority over morality? Whoever says. Now, I do believe that we can have our own self-concepts of things, and we can have our own personal truths that make sense to us and only to us. But is that what people are doing now? No. If you don't acknowledge the way that I look at things and agree to those things, well, then I can ruin you. I can label you. I can tell all your friends and family that you're a piece of shit and try to get you to lose your job too. These are such depressing chords. Well, the reason I chose them is because this day is depressing me, because it's so fucking great. They're making it blatantly obvious how fake every motherfucking thing is, just to prove that the majority still don't want to see it. The majority run away from having to face their shit. don't. They just trust whatever they've been told about everything by people that make money off of their ignorance. People that make money off of their arrogance. So true. Well, you know, if people were self-sufficient and they asked themselves, what should I do about this situation, self? What should I do, self, since you've been paying attention to our life experience? What should we do? If that's not the case, thank you for the turn signal, Honda. We love you. The reason why Americans are so easy to control is because they don't pay attention to their own experience. And until you get more people to do that than not do that, society is totally hopeless. Okay? Well, I shouldn't say totally hopeless, but I would say that there's not much that you can expect other than more of the same shit. Because the majority will never do the work. Because it's too fucking painful, I guess. But, I just really feel sorry for the children that have to grow up with parents that refuse to do the work on themselves, and so they're basically like transmitting all of their problems and their instability onto their children. And I see this all the time. I accidentally deleted 2 videos. I get excited whenever I can delete videos. I got a little too excited, and I didn't realize that I didn't put them up on YouTube and Rumble, so I'm sorry about that. Thank you for the turn signal, Chevy! Oh. Oh my goodness, they did it again. They did it again. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. There was a cop on the side of the road and pulled over a semi. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. Yeah, I get excited and I delete stuff that I shouldn't delete. But, in these other videos, I was talking about child abuse, and that, like, there's so many people abusing their kids right now, but they're not beating their kids with a switch. They're beating them with an iPad or a smartphone. And if we actually lived in a decent country that valued its children, they would put limits on this kind of stuff. But since we don't live in a decent country,